my friends. I hope everybody's having a great day today. It's Chris Zilla, and I'm back today to talk about Sea Fever from 2019, directed by Nyasa Hardiman. All right, I'd seen a preview for this, you know, probably a couple years ago, but I could never find it streaming anywhere. Um, and so the other day, I was just surfing through my Prime channels, AMC Plus, and Shudder, and all that kind of stuff, and I found Sea Fever on AMC Plus, and I said, "Oh man, got to check that out." You know what I mean? I've been wanting to see it. A few of my friends had seen it. They said it was kind of so. You know, it wasn't the greatest film, but they also said it wasn't terrible. So I gave it a shot, and I will say this: it's a good premise. It's a really good premise. Terrible execution. There were several instances of no explanation for the things that were happening, really kind of hindering the story. Uh, and the crew reactions weren't very believable. So we have this creature, these people, they're like on a research vessel kind of thing. They go, into the sea, but they're going across this thing called the exclusion zone. Like they're not supposed to go through this, this place that they're going. But they wind up going through there and their ship breaks down. But then there's this like giant creature underneath with tentacles that clasps onto the ship, and they can't move. They can't get out of this place because of this creature. So they spend half the movie trying to figure out how to get detached from these tentacles and this creature, and the other half of the movie trying to figure out what's going on board the ship after contact with the creature. Uh, there's there's good talent in this. There's Doug Ray Scott. I can't remember anybody else right off the top of my head, but there's good actors in this, and you expect more from the quality of the talent involved. You expect better acting, better performances. The special effects were just okay. They weren't anything that would like blew my mind. I mean, they were pretty bioluminescent creatures. But as far as the story goes, it was just kind of bland. I've seen it before in other films, and they didn't really reinvent the wheel or do anything differently in this. So I wasn't uh, overly impressed with the product that they gave me. There's some decent dialogue and stuff, but really it's the interaction between the characters that you're like, dude, any normal person wouldn't do that. Any person who's has any common sense would not do the things that these people are doing or saying and all that kind of stuff. So that really kind of hindered the movies. The fact that people were just spewing asinine mouth diarrhea at each other, because it doesn't make sense. Some of the things they were doing. One person's like, "Oh no, we can't do that to the ship because it'll hurt it." Another person's like, "Well, if we do that, then we can't do this." And it's just, I don't want to say whole dialogue because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but just trust me. Some of the things that they say to one another and they do for one another or do to one another, I'm like, nobody in that situation on God's green earth would react like that. And that's what really took me out of the film, was just the character interactions, really. Um, so it it didn't break new ground. It was supposed to be a horror movie, but it wasn't scary at all. There's nothing really horrifying happened. Um, we find out later in the film that when they came into contact with the creature, something else happened on the boat, and now you have one side of the crew that wants to do one thing, you have the other side of the crew that wants to do the other thing, and the one crew makes perfectly logical sense, right? You're like, oh yes, that's what you would do, and you would think that anyone in their right mind and with half a brain in their melon would say, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That's what we need to do because we don't want to destroy the world. But whatever. They just kind of shit the bed on this one, in my opinion. It wasn't great. It wasn't good. It wasn't, it was mediocre at best. I'd give it 2 stars out of 5. And the reason I give it 2 stars out of 5, again, character interactions, character development, the way that the plot was laid out, and the way that it was concluded, just not my cup of tea. If you want to check it out, it's streaming on Tubi, it's streaming on AMC Plus, and those are the only places I could find it. If you guys want to get connected to more Cinema Dolce 56 content, by all means, like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications. Go over to Facebook. We have a Facebook group, Cinema Dolce. Join up on that. And TikTokers, yeah, I'm talking to you guys. Come on over here to the YouTubes and like and subscribe so you can get stuff that I don't necessarily put on TikTok. And as always, guys, I love you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out, and God bless you.